this is so jacked up because her friends totally turned on her, man. And she was just being like the brave spokesperson for the group. Hey, Mary, good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so for those that didn't hear our texting tutor last week, you want to sort of recap why we were helping you out?
Yes. Well, I had a spring break trip planned, and one of the three, it's supposed to be 4 total. One of our friends decided to bring her boyfriend, who she's only been dating for a couple of months, and it was supposed to be a girls' trip. And I was just texting her to let her know that we didn't want her boyfriend to go, or we asked if maybe her boyfriend wouldn't go, so we could just keep it with the original plan.
Yeah, I think Abby said, in order not to be like totally mean girl about this, you were like, give her the option to leave old dude at home. Mm-hmm. And then if she like really doubles down on it, then we can be like, yeah, no, he's not invited. You can't do that. That's very uncool of you. Mm-hmm. Which we did, and she did not take it well.
She did not take it well. I think, in fact, we left it with, she said that you should all get STDs, which is quite the way to go out.
I think this is an important question here also, going into exactly what happened this weekend. Why were you the person to text her and not anybody else in the group?
Well, I've known her longer, so they just figured we had kind of a closer, I mean, we're all super close, but they just figured, well, maybe it was better coming from me because we had more history.
She was the sacrificial lamb, Bert.
Yeah.
But
yes, and I'm sorry.
Yeah, y'all felt the same way, though.
Oh, we all definitely did not want her boyfriend going, and it's such a new relationship. We didn't even think it was necessary for her to bring him, but she's obsessed with him. So, but after our texting the other day, everything's just gone sideways.
All right, what up? Take it from here.
Well, I thought that after, she wished that we all got STDs, that was just the dramatic end of it, and maybe some time would go by and everything would just be fine. But she immediately reached out to the other 2 girls that are going on the trip, and she played the victim so hard. She told them she felt blindsided and that she couldn't believe that we would do this to her. And she pulled that classic, I thought we were all best friends, but I guess I was wrong, guilt trip. And so she told them that she was so excited and she planned all her outfits already, and that this whole thing was so mean girls of us. Okay. And it worked because my 2 friends caved, and they came to me later and they admitted that they felt bad, that we should have handled it better, and they didn't want to hurt her feelings, so they told her she could come. And because this just keeps getting worse, her boyfriend is also coming.
So all of that was for naught. That was a whole waste of time.
Yeah, a waste of time, and now it's tense because, I mean...
Well, yeah, it's going to be awkward after that incredibly awkward text conversation. Did she tell her boyfriend, too? Is he in the know of what you attempted to do on behalf of the group?
I'm not sure.
There is no way.
She definitely told.
Once my friends get boyfriends, I know that pretty much any secret I tell them, they are also spilling to the boyfriend.
1000%.
It's so awkward and icky.
I think you're totally and completely screwed. To a point where you shouldn't probably even go on this trip.
No.
I wouldn't go.
It's going to be a mess.
Here's the thing, because now if you back out, now it's an even bigger thing. Now you're just making the drama even worse. I feel like this is a storm that we just got to bluster through, and it's going to suck. This trip is not going to be the fun girly pop trip that you wanted it to be, but I think it is necessary, because here's the thing. All cards are going to come out on the table. You guys are going to be drinking, having a good time. It's going to be tense. It's going to be a pressure cooker, but it's going to be a make or break moment for your friendship, in the sense that it's all getting out there.
Break already happened.
Well, we're kind of mending.
Yeah.
We're putting it back together.
Okay, don't do that hand gesture again.
I'm not.
All right, Mary, you got to be a buffalo. You have to be a buffalo. Instead of running away from the storm, you have to sit there and let the storm pass. Otherwise, the storm is eventually going to catch up with you, and it's just going to be worse in the end. So I think you go, and I think you hold your ground. You are entitled to be on that trip just like everybody else. And I know you have to weigh, is it worth it? Because we get to a certain age, like as far as toxicity, drama, et cetera, like what do I want to expose myself to? What do I want to endure? Is it worth it? Like you have that moment where you're like, is it worth it? But in this instance, I think it is.
Don't be a buffalo, be a whale and migrate out of there.
Yeah, y'all are better than me, man.
You wouldn't go?
No, not at all.
What?
I would feel betrayed by my friends. Like that part alone would make me just feel like, I think I'm gonna sit this one out. And then you're gonna get all of the negative and the awkward energy because it's gonna feel like it's your fault that this is all happening, even though you were trying to do the right thing for everybody. That would be more than enough reason for me to sit it out.
The sucky part about relationships is in this moment, you have to decide, do you want to be right or do you want your friend group to stick together? Because if you want to be right, just don't go on the trip and then you get to take your pride all day long. But if you want your friendship to have a chance at surviving, you got to go and buffalo your way through this. Otherwise, you're going to become like a delicious bison burger.
I'm with Mo. I would back out, man. It's going to be too awkward, man. I think this friendship has already taken a hit.
Yep.
And your friendship with your other friends also for selling you out.
They betrayed you.
Terrible.
Completely.
Terrible.
I couldn't do it.
So what's your gut telling you to go or not?
No, I'm wavering back and forth. 1 minute it's one feeling, the next minute I don't want to miss out because of her manipulative behavior, but then it's going to be weird and resentful tension, hanging over us. And it's not even going to be the girls' trip that we planned. So it's already, the tone is different. I want to be a buffalo, but my gut wants me to be a buffalo, but I don't know if I'm just going to be miserable. Even my mom says go. My sister says don't go. My coworker says, don't go. But my brother's like, no, F that, go. And I have to make a decision soon though. And but I do like the idea of being a buffalo. I just don't know if I can, I feel really disrespected. So, I don't know. I'll think about if I can just suck it up and go.
Hang tight here. Hey, Baron, good morning. You're on the Bert Show. You are going to go extra petty, eh?
Oh, yeah. No, you should just go and plan like a bunch of like girly stuff, like pedicures, manicures, like go to a girl strip club where there's dudes just like swinging their thing everywhere.
Yeah.
They're helicoptering.
Swanging that thing. Here's the problem though, is that one would backfire, I think, because then the couple won't show. He's not going to go to all that stuff.
Absolutely not.
Which I think is probably best case scenario, that she gets to hang out with her friends without this one. It's going to be so tense.
You're going to be one miserable little buffalo, Mary. That's all I know.
You can't even enjoy the trip if you got to be that petty the whole time.
The Bert Show.